Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today's going to be a whip and chat. Now I'm going to tell you, this is the second time I've tried to record this. The first time I didn't realize that my mic wasn't on, and I was sitting here steadily just running my mouth. So I apologize. That's this day, I'm telling you. So I hope everyone is doing well. I am on the last 2 rows of Dreamcatcher Wolf, and hopefully next week I'll be able to do a kit up and whip and chat. I haven't done one of those in a really long time. So let's get started and pull out whatever you're working on, be it a diamond painting kit or, cross stitch, whatever. And we're just gonna, whip and chat. This week was pretty, I don't want to say it was, one of those bad weeks, because it wasn't. It started off just kind of down in the dumps because migraine headaches can be a pain in the rear end. And let me tell you, it wasn't. I don't like migraines at all. And I haven't had one in a while, which was kind of shocking because when I started getting a headache Thursday, I was like, okay, it's just a headache. And then it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I knew right then and there it wasn't just a headache, it was a migraine. So I ended up blacking out basically most of the apartment, the windows in my room and out here in the living room. And I just kind of, really, my drills are not being nice to me today, I'm telling you. So did that was, basically how my weekend started. And just one of the reasons that we kind of had a quiet weekend was because of that. And then we just kind of, watched movies and did all that kind of stuff, and watched little dude and I like the Avengers and all the Marvel characters. So we watched some of those movies. And then we watched if you guys have Disney Plus, they have the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which this takes place right after the Avengers Endgame. So we watched that. I kind of didn't really, I was kind of thinking, okay, do I really want to watch it? Because I was, kind of not really enthused with it. But it turned out to be a pretty good show. And so then, when we watched Lion King, the animated one, and then we watched a couple other movies, and then that was really all that we did this weekend. I didn't do any stitching because I'm gonna tell you, migraine takes a lot out of you. It wears you out. I was tired. I was done. I was like, you know what, I just, no. So basically I just kind of, stayed kind of horizontal sort of, and just, that's basically all that I did all weekend. And except for Sunday, Miranda buzzed little dude's head, and we started it off. He wanted something different than having to always have it, shaved all the way off. He was getting bored with it. And so I Googled, haircuts for 11-year-old boys, and they came across the high and tight, and he seemed to like that one. So, we did that. Well, after we did that, trimmed it and did whatever to make it look, like the picture, he decided he didn't want it that way. He didn't like it. So I was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And he's like, just buzz it off. Okay, so Sissy buzzed it all off. And so, yeah, I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is that I just told him, I said, well, you know what, next time I'll take you to the barber and we'll just let you, get your hair cut that way, and, you can go from there. And he was like, okay, because he's getting to, I guess, and I think, I'm the same way. I guess it was getting to the point where we're just getting tired of seeing the same haircut. And I think that's what his problem was too. So he just, I guess he wanted something different. And he wants something different. So we're going to try that. Okay, sorry. He was being loud. So anyhow. So, the rest of this week till today has been okay. Just been trying to get all my paperwork situated because starting Friday, I go back to my therapist. I have a new therapist. So I have to get all the, all my paperwork situated, update, everything, which that, as you guys know, that's a pain in the butt to do. And, so, we're doing that. Really? Hold on, guys. This is not there. So we, I'm getting all that done, and also trying to, still get things done around here. It's not happening overnight, believe me, it's not, and drills are sticking to my hand. So we're got that done, and got the rooms somewhat the way I want them, so that way all I got to do is paint, except for the fact, now y'all are gonna laugh, I don't know anybody else has done this. I'm I kicked a hole in my wall in my sleep and didn't know it. So they had to come and fix that. And so they came today, finished fixing it, and they told me to leave it because that way, he needs to come back to see if it needs to be, I guess, sanded down or whatever, and then he's going to tell me, just kind of bring me up to date. Yeah, okay. Get right, Jennifer. So then that way I can know whether or not I can start painting in there. I'm going to start in the bathroom. I know I haven't done the bathroom. I have been procrastinating doing this for God knows how long. Don't judge me. So I'm just, I've got everything I need now. It's just a matter of getting it all, prepared and go from there. So that's what's going to be happening. And then, my plan is to do the bathroom, then my room, then the boys' room, and then Miranda's room. And the boys have told me that they want stuff on the walls, like posters and stuff like that. Now I have a diamond painting that is Avengers diamond painting, and I unboxed this a long time ago on my channel, but it's been a while. So I'm going to get that done for them. Now I'm not going to do it right away, just because I have all this other stuff to do. I still have my Supernatural and my a couple other diamond paintings that I've started, and then we are going to go from there. But yeah, so yeah, but the next painting that I'm going to be kitting up next week is Scorpio, the Josephine wall from Diamond Art Club. I'm excited. I can't wait to start with. My God, it's huge. And I looked at that the other day and I was like, holy crap. That thing is huge. Because it is. It's huge. So, yeah. That's going to be a fun one to work on. So, yeah. But the other ones that I need to finish, like my Supernatural one and my Sons of Anarchy, that's going to be done when I do my true crime videos. So, yeah, those will get done. Believe me, I haven't forgotten about them. I do have one that I need to finish that is a snack size that I started, or actually my daughter started. And I need to finish that one too. So, yeah, there's a lot that I need to finish. And I still have the rhinestone one that I need to finish and blah, 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 blah. So, anyhow, but this week, yeah, I'm trying to be productive. Believe me, it's been fun. So I'm just kind of, taking it in spurts. So we're kind of, but most of it's done. I just need to hang the curtains up in the boys' room and, paint and so forth. And then, yeah, get that started. So, and I'm not really rushing the paint thing because I've got, all the time in the world to do that, which is, the good thing. I'm not trying to rush that. So, but, so between that and dealing with little dude having problems at school, not any major problems. I know it seems like he's always got one, but he took a diagnostic test yesterday, and he didn't know what a diagnostic test really was. He thought it was a test on what he had already learned, and I had to explain to him that that was not the case. So the poor thing, I'm gonna tell you, he came out. And he looks at me yesterday and he says, or he came out and to get something to drink. And I said, why are you out of class? And he says, I'm getting ready to take a diagnostic test. And I guess she was letting them get, a bottle of water or something. And I said, okay. And he says, yeah, I'm kind of nervous about this test. So he took the test. So I said, and of course, he's still worried about the test. And I said, why are you worried about it? And he says, because every time I take one of these, I fail it. Okay. And I said, why do you fail it? I don't know. Well, come to find out, he was going on the thing that he thought that this was stuff that he learned and he just forgot. Well, no, that wasn't the case. And I explained to him that's not what that was. Well, he's like, so what exactly is a diagnostics test? And I told him. He's like, oh, well, here I am. Here he is. He's stressing out because he thought, he was going to fail because he didn't understand. He thought he was going to fail just in general. And I said, no, son, you're not going to fail. That's not the way it works. Oh. So I explained to him that a diagnostic test is they test you to see what you know and what you don't know so that they can work on excuse me, so that they can kind of excuse me, goodness, so that they can see what they need to work on with the students. And he was like, oh, so this isn't a test that I would normally take, like at the end of a lesson. No. So he felt a little bitter about it. So anyway, he started the test yesterday. So he comes out, and of course he didn't finish it yesterday. So his teacher told him that he had to, get on today. Now, today's normally one of those days where they do what's called asynchronous learning, where they do just classwork all day long or whatever work they have. Then they do that, and then it's, that's it. So he was like, I don't want to get on here today. Well, son, you've got to get on there and take this, finish taking this test. So he did. Well, he comes out like 5 minutes later. I'm done. Already? Yeah. Okay, how are you done already? I only had one question to answer. Oh, okay. Well, apparently what he did was he finished most of the test except for the one question. So he finished that. So he finished, basically. I know I'm fidgety today. Sorry. And I was like, okay. So, he did that, and then he wanted to go with me because I had to walk to the store. And I was like, okay, come on. So we did. We walked over there, and just by pure chance, his dad happened to be over there. And so, he got to see him. And his dad brought us back here. And then we came up here and did whatever. So now he's back there doing his thing. I don't know who he's playing with. I hear him back there playing. I don't know if he's playing with Orion, Mrs. Coffee's son, or what he's doing. He's, doing his thing. He's being a little loud, but he's doing his thing. And he made me laugh earlier because Justin had gone to the store to fill out a job application. And he came back in, and Skylar was in the kitchen getting, I guess, something to drink. And he came out, and all of a sudden I heard Skylar's in there talking. Now, I don't know if he was talking to himself or what he was doing, but he says something about, protons and atoms, and I was like, what? And Justin's like, what are you talking about? And he answered Justin. I didn't hear what he said. And all of a sudden I was like, son, what are you talking about? And he says, well, didn't you, something about a minute and it's being minute. And I was like, what? Uh-huh. So, yeah, he's been, I don't know where he got this from. I don't know if it was from a game. I have no clue. I was just sitting here laughing at him. I was like, okay, whatever. And, yeah, it was just kind of funny. I was like, okay, kid, whatever. And, so then, Justin went to fill out the application. Now, this is another, story. Now, when Justin wants something, he comes in, he doesn't say anything to me. He just stands there and stares at me. Now, I was in the bedroom talking to Miranda. And he comes out of his room and he looks at me. And I'm like, and I thought, I don't know why I think that, he's just going to say something. But he doesn't. He just stands there and stares. So I'm just standing there and I'm looking at him and he's looking back at me. And I was like, what? And he was like, I have a question. Okay. So you couldn't ask me instead of just standing there giving me a stare down? And he's like, I'm sorry. I was like, okay, whatever. So he says, they had a clipboard and he didn't know what he was supposed to do. Now, the applications are being filled out online. And I said, well, you filled one out online, right? He says, I filled two out. And I was like, okay, well, then you need to basically, the next time that you go over there or whatever, talk to the manager. Tell the manager that, you've put in two applications and that you know, that's what you've done. And he was like, okay. And I said, because I really don't know what to tell you. I said, I mean, that's the only thing you can do is do that. And he's like, okay. And I said, now he doesn't like doing that kind of thing, which I can get it. I get it. But I told him, I said, you're going to have to come out of your comfort zone of, talking to people, especially when you are trying to get a job. So he just looked at me like, do I have to? Yes, dude, you have to. So he's going to be doing that. And of course, I put wax in here, but anyway, let's make sure I got it all out before I put more in there. Sorry about that, guys. So other than that, that's been kind of what's been going on around here. Let's see what else. Now I lost my train of thought. Oops. Oh, I finally have been listening to a book. Now, as for reading one, I'm still, not motivated enough to do that. But I have been listening to John Patterson. That's a book by him. And he had a co-author, Brandon Dubois, I think. I think. Can't remember. But anyway, it's called The First Lady, and it's pretty good. The whole, the summary or whatever, what it's about is that the First Lady goes missing. But it starts off that she goes to a horse farm and to ride, horses or whatever. And then she ends up going missing from there. So the Secret Service, they send out so many agents to look for her, and they go and look for her, and they can't, but the funny part is they're not the only ones looking for her. There is a basically an assassin, I guess is what you want to call this person. And so she's, this assassin is, having to is kind of doing the same thing, kind of following the Secret Service around to see if they find her. And so right now, where I'm at in the book, they're looking for her. They're at the ranch, and they're looking for her. So, I had to stop. I stopped at that part yesterday. So I'm hoping today and this afternoon I can make a good dent. I didn't know if I was going to like this book just because, but I like James Patterson's books because it's really they're really good. But I didn't know if I was going to like this one just because it started off kind of slow, and like the one that he wrote with Bill Clinton called The President is Missing. That one was really, really slow. I just couldn't get into that at all. And it just, I don't know. That one was just kind of, one of those slow starting things. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But, yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. And, so I would recommend it to anybody that likes to read James Patterson. Now, I have a couple more books that I want to read. I have a big, huge, to read list. And, I haven't been doing very good in reading. It's more like I've been rather listen than read, but I'm trying to do the actual reading, especially at night when I'm right before, going to bed and so forth, but I haven't got that far. So, yeah. But, that is definitely a book that I would recommend 100%. I love it. I love any of his books. But like I said, The President is Missing is the only one that I really couldn't get into. I might, try to listen to it again, but I just couldn't really, it just didn't appeal. I don't know why. So, anyhow. Let's see. That's really it, guys. Haven't had a whole lot to do. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. I'm thinking. I know there was something else that I had in my mind to talk about, and I can't remember what it was. Oh my gosh. I can't even remember. This is awful. Huh. I can't remember to save my butt. This is why I try to write down kind of what I'm going to talk about during the week. It's, one of those things. I'm sitting here thinking, I can't remember to save my butt. I know there was one thing I wanted. When you're home all day long, you can't remember every darn thing to save my butt. It's pitiful. Because you would think, I'm home all day long, I would have stuff. Oh, I know what it was. I wanted to tell you guys. No. I can't remember. That's it, guys. I'm sorry. I thought I had it in. It was there and then it was gone. So, I hope everyone has a great week. I apologize that this is really, really short and to the point. So next week, hopefully it'll be a better one. And until next week, guys, have a great week, and I will see you all next time.